Greetings, Crocodile Army. The clown car that is the field vying for the Republican nomination is slowly starting to thin out. Nobody significant has dropped out of the race since Scott Walker, but it was recently announced that Mike Huckabee and Chris Christie are going to be demoted to the kids' table debates, which can't be a good sign for their campaigns. They're both mired in the low single-digit percentages of support. Ben Carson is now the Republican flavor of the month. Now that Ben is on top of the clown car heap and has gone slightly ahead of Donald Trump in the polls, the soft-spoken neurosurgeon is getting a lot of scrutiny that he never had before when he was a second-tier candidate. I still think he has about as much chance of getting the nomination as Trump, and that chance is near zero. But it's been funny to see all the odd things he has said suddenly come to light. Not to mention the dozens of hilarious memes. First, Ben said in his book that he got a scholarship to West Point. It turns out that he not only didn't get a scholarship, but he didn't even apply there. No reasonable explanation was offered for this. He also claimed that he was violent as a kid and had tried to stab someone. This has been impossible to corroborate by anyone who knew him. Christians love a good redemption story, and it looks like this may have been made up too. Carson, of course, has been complaining about being persecuted by the media and about being treated more poorly than Obama was, despite Obama never having said anything like Carson is saying. When fans of Carson read his book, they of course won't fact-check, but if you're going to be in the big leagues and contend for the presidency, you're going to have all of your claims of greatness investigated. These stories were already a big problem for his credibility and seriousness as a candidate. But then we heard his thoughts on the origins of the pyramids. Now keep in mind, Ben Carson is an accomplished neurosurgeon. He's undoubtedly an individual that is intelligent in the sense that most of us think of the word. He's capable of learning complex concepts and putting those concepts into practice, and he deserves credit for that. However, because Ben Carson is so religious, his mind has an Achilles heel, in a way that not even all other religious people do. As a Bible literalist, he's not able to separate Bible stories from reality. This is why he said he thinks that evolution was something that the devil thought of. So when he said that the pyramids were built by Joseph for grain storage in biblical times, the hilarious memes that ensued about what else Ben Carson may think about the wonders of the world have continued to explode. My favorite one is that Stonehenge was built by Noah as a dog park after the flood. Ben seems to be an intelligent person, but because he's so religious, these bizarre beliefs about the world have exposed the flaws in his reality testing. This is also why I'm quick to point out that religion is neither a mental illness nor a causal factor in intelligence. Religion doesn't usually make people stupid or crazy at all. What it does is it creates a conduit through which nonsensical and silly ideas can flow, both religious and non-religious. Once you believe in talking snakes and the rest of it, well, it's pretty easy to see the pyramids as grain storage silos. Once that conduit for silly ideas is closed off, people like Carson may see the world very differently in a lot of other ways. Lots of atheists who used to be religious have had this experience, so I'm sure this scenario will be familiar to a lot of you. And I'd like to hear your experiences. Did you purge any other odd beliefs after you purged your religion?